So last weekend, I felt called to visit a mysterious grove of eucalyptus trees in Galita, which every winter is covered in giant clusters of monarch butterflies. Have any of you seen those clusters? Yes. There are thousands of butterflies huddled together in brown-looking cones hanging from eucalyptus branches, keeping each other warm. And every now and then they have a burst in which they all leave the comfort of their cones and they start flying around, and the sky is filled with butterflies. It's a magical sight to behold, and if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go and see it. These large colonies of monarchs migrate to the same groves along the California coast, from Santa Cruz all the way down to San Diego every year. But the group that we saw last week are 4 to 5 generations away from the clusters that were here last year. So they winter here for a few months, and then they start migrating north to the Rocky Mountains and the Pacific Northwest, where they also visit the same habitats year after year. Born with a map encoded in their genes, yet each new generation never having flown this ancestral route, they embark on a journey of hundreds, even thousands of miles away to a far-flung, foreign place. Guided by an unseen sun compass, the butterflies navigate with a precision defying their brains. They become pilgrims, leaving behind familiar milkweed meadows for the hidden sanctuaries of eucalyptus and Monterey pine forests. Yet most of them will never see this promised land, passing the torch of migration to successive generations, each driven by the same inexplicable urge. Now, the docent who was explaining their annual migration shared that it is still a mystery, millions of years old, about how these monarch butterflies are led to find their same habitats every year. And it seems to be a combination of DNA encoded in their wings, the magnetism of the earth, and the guidance of the sun. Like the story of Jesus' birth, the monarchs are shrouded in mystery, though their mission is clear. In the monarch's migration, we witness the wonder of life's own inner compass, driving our species, our communities, even our individual lives towards destinations sometimes unclear, but always compelling. It was similar on a cold night in Bethlehem when another mystery unfolded. A young, pregnant woman migrated across harsh landscapes to fulfill a requirement to give birth in Bethlehem. Can you imagine being 9 months pregnant and having to travel and finding no place to give birth? Nothing about her journey was easy or clear. There was no room at the inn. She had to trust the mystery and her inner compass that all would be well. Guided by the angel Gabriel, she was led to a manger, a humble setting where she gave birth to Jesus. And this shows that Jesus' true worth lies not in earthly trappings, but in his message of love and justice. This birth, shrouded in whispers and starlight, ignites a flame of hope that illuminates 2 millennia. Now, whether we see Jesus as a historical figure, or as the Son of God, or a spiritual messenger, or a symbol of divine potential, his arrival sparks a transformation within and beyond the Judean countryside. His teachings offer us a compass, not for geography, but for the soul, challenging us to navigate the landscapes of justice, compassion, and love. The Gospel of Matthew talks of the wise men who are guided by a star to Jesus' birthplace. And the star represents the search for truth, the yearning for knowledge, and the journey towards spirit. It signifies that Jesus' birth was not just an ordinary event, but a mystery with universal significance, with a magnetic pull drawing seekers from far and wide. And the Gospel of Luke, which Gabriel read earlier, tells of humble shepherds visited by angels announcing Jesus' birth. And these unlikely messengers, guardians of their flocks in the night, add the element of humility and simplicity to the narrative. Yet they are the first to receive the news and witness the newborn king. So the inclusion of the shepherds emphasizes that Jesus' message is for everyone, regardless of social status, and that this is a pilgrimage for all humankind. The shepherds represent faith found in unexpected places and the divine's ability to reach even the most ordinary of people. Ultimately, my friends, the beauty of the nativity story lies in its ability to inspire wonder, faith, and reflection on the profound message of hope and love that it embodies. Now, are these two mysteries, the butterfly's flight and Jesus' birth, connected or fundamentally different? Or are they the facets of the same crystal, revealing different sides of the same mysterious, transformative power? The monarch, driven by an invisible map, carries within it a compelling journey and the promise of generations to come. And Jesus, a spark of inspiration in the human heart, ignites a movement of promise and hope that shapes the world. Both stories speak of transformation not as a singular event, but as a journey, a migration of the spirit guided by forces both known and unknown. So, my friends, as we stand on the cusp of a new year, I invite us all to embrace the mystery that surrounds us. Like the monarch, let us carry within us the map of our values, our aspirations, our connection to something larger than ourselves. And let us, like the babe in Bethlehem, offer a spark of hope, a beacon of light in a world so yearning for transformation. The path ahead may be unknown, but guided by the compass of our hearts, we too can embark on a migration of the Spirit, leaving behind familiar lands and venturing towards brighter, more just, and more loving possibilities. So I ask you, what's your inner compass? Your shining star that guides you through uncertain times? Which values, which guiding light do you follow to lead you through the mysteries of life that offer direction in the often challenging journey of life? There may be mysterious forces that guide us, as well as the choices that we make. So may the wings of the monarch butterfly remind us of our transformative power and strength within. And may the star above Bethlehem guide us towards a future illuminated by hope and possibility. For in the embrace of mystery, we discover the sacred truth that we are all pilgrims on a journey of transformation, forever migrating towards our most radiant selves. May we go forth, my friends, to transform the world, one flutter, one spark of light, one act of love at a time. May it be so. Amen.